Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do begin, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. Now, right now we do actually have Deku. Deku, he is preparing for something great. The heroic age may be coming to an end. Deku, he has sat down and talked to Redestro. Redestro knows a lot of people who want to work with Renegade, who want to actually be around him. They believe in what he does. They believe in chaos. Now, right now there are copies of Deku trying to recruit and get people on his side. Right now the people who follow Redestro that are somewhat looking at him, he wants to go to them. He wants to recruit them to his side. And right now, he needs to do quite a bit of things. Now, another version of Deku, he is currently at least trying to hunt down both Stain and a mysterious vigilante. A vigilante that kills. One that seems to know something. That vigilante, he couldn't look into their head. And that concerns him. Whatever that person is, whoever that person is, they are dangerous. Now, with that being said, the version of Deku in his life, Deku, he's been trying to at least be around Ochako. Ochako, her family, they're trying to find a place overseas, literally as far away from Japan as they can. They are trying to get their daughter to safety. And right now they're trying to sell off a business that already didn't make even, hardly broke even. Right now, that is weighing them down. Getting all the money to get all of them out of here, that already is taxing enough on their budget. But right now, they need that money. That money will help them for a little while before they find a job. Before they start another business, maybe. And right now, Ochako, she's trying to hold out hope for that. Hope that her family can get the fuck out of here. Now, right now, Deku, he is also working with Overhaul. And he's met Eri. Now, with that being said, let us pick up on a busy street. Right now, everybody, they are in the entertainment district. They are surrounded by advertisements, screens far and wide above them. And right now, all of them, they go blank. Now, everybody, they do go to look around. All the screens, all the sounds, everything. It's just confusion? No, what's going on? Now, right now a voice can be heard echoing throughout the entire district. Hello, everybody! Now, right now, Renegade, he will go to pop on camera. Him going to somewhat stride in, as if he was a marching man, throwing his legs up as he does exaggerate his steps, making them loud. As they hit the floor, everybody they do see him. As Renegade is going to walk up to a chair and go to bend down and forwards, as the person sitting down is revealed to be a Bara. Now, he'll go to Express, going to tap a stick on the floor, we're going to bring it up and smash it into the side of her face. That he wanted to see how everybody was doing. He wanted to see if he could at least talk to some heroes. He's going to be giving out a phone number in a second, and they will begin their show. Because right now, they're going to bend down towards Ibarra, looking at her. And everybody, they do see the bruises. Her nose is broken? No. Jesus. He's beaten her. Now, Deku Express. Right now, he is holding out hope that All Might will call him. because right now he is the special guest he wants to talk to. All Might has 30 minutes to go bring up a pistol. Going to pull the hammer out and going to put the gun directly to Ibarra's head, expressing, otherwise, everybody they're going to watch what happens when somebody fails them. One more time. In fact, All Might, he's a bit of an expert on. He's a really big fan, honestly, but something never really sat right with him. Why exactly did Toshinori Yagi try to hide the fact he was injured? Now, a lot of people are confused, and right now there are a lot of heroes who hear this information. I mean, what is he talking about? Wait, did he just say All Might's name is Toshinori Yagi? Now, right now everybody, they're shocked. Some of the top heroes and even Nezu at UA, he's concerned about that. Renegade knows All Might's public identity, his secret identity. And what else does he know? Now, Renegade does continue, expressing as he's going to pick up the phone. He's the first caller. Where are you? No. You called in. This means I could ask you questions. I'm not going to play this game. Really, because if you do hang up, I'm going to knock a minute off the timer. You wouldn't do that. Try me, pro. Besides, because of that, I'm going to make it 2. Actually, no, how about 5? Put some tension in the spring. I can already feel the hammer on my finger again. So, I'll start. What do you think about exactly Toshinori Yagi, or as you know him, All Might? So, Deku actually isn't going to sit down, bring his hand up, and going to grab a glass of wine. Now, he's going to sip as he's going to ask the question. He wants to hear it, and I'm going to sip. What do you think about that? All Might hides his identity, and the fact that All Might, him actually going to hold up a picture, is this big old smiling guy right here. But really, him going to somewhat make a bit of a raspberry with his mouth, and going to drop the photo, revealing a picture of Toshinori Yagi, as he is now. He turned from Mr. Men of the Year, one of the sexiest men alive, people would say, to this skeleton of a man right here. Many people in All Might's better days, they would have thought he was a very, very person. So hey, what is he going to say about that? How do you know all of this? That wasn't the question. Alright, well, you're boring. I'm going to hang up, as 2 minutes are knocked off the timer. Now, Deku, he actually does somewhat go to wait. Him actually still going to turn towards Ibarra, at least going to ask her what she thinks is going to happen, as he will go to bring his hand out and pull a knife, expressing to her, going to stand up and stab it down into her palm. That right now he wants to know what she's thinking. In fact, he does know what she's thinking. Now, I believe they're kind of confused, as Renegade does get a turn. She's praying. She is wondering who will answer her call. Now, right now, Renegade, he does continue, as he is going to pick up the phone and ask, There, second caller. Okay, what are you doing? I'm bored. You're boring me. Now, I'm going to ask you questions. Continue, and the girl, she may not get stabbed again. How about that for some incentive? A bit of a penalty, because all the other penalties seem to be discouraging people. Okay, fine. Jesus. What is it? What's the question? Let's see. Where did I leave off? Right, the Skeleton Man. From Mr. Hunk to Mr. Skunk. What exactly would their reaction be to that? I mean, you don't really expect that, especially from the way number one lives his life. Now, right now, everybody, they're kind of confused about it. And right now, All Might, he actually is trying to find the source of wherever the fuck Renegade is. This is a live broadcast. And trying to track it down. This is sophisticated. Whoever is doing this knows tech. And that's worrying. Because his location, I mean, it's not really clear. Now, right now, Renegade he does continue. And the person on the other end of the line, they do continue talking about it. It's just, I mean, he's seen the number two hero before. All Might is more jacked than that guy. So how the hell is this possible? Now, Deku, he does at least try to talk about it. He's not really too sure. It seems that the big guy can inflate his body. Because I'm fairly certain the number one hero, he sorta does need it in some places. Now, right now the man on the other end doesn't laugh. And he does talk about it. He thought that he would never be able to beat All Might in a fight. But honestly, he's rethinking his odds. And Deku does somewhat encourage the man, telling him to go crazy. If he finds him, knock him across the face for him. If he sees him, maybe throw a rock at him. Hey, if he even has one, try and blow his fucking head off. Try and see if he gets lucky. He could be the guy who killed All Might. Now, right now everybody, they're kind of surprised. And this guy, he's somewhat thinking about it. Yeah, hey, maybe should do something crazy. Now, right now the man, he does get to hang up. And Deku does express. He actually did something like that conversation. Hey, maybe he'll see him in the headlines. Maybe if he can make it far enough, they can work together. I mean, he is taking auditions. Now, right now Deku, he does want to bend down and look directly at Abara, on an eye level. Going to ask her as he does going to bring him a knife and go to actually put it in her mouth. Going to actually somewhat poke her tongue, expressing, as he does go to somewhat drag it across, that he's fairly certain the next caller, they're gonna have to say something interesting. Because this is getting boring really, really fast. Now, right now, the phone does answer. And it is somewhat silent for a second. You want to speak to me? I see. Hi, number one. Hi, Renegade. So, how are you? We're not friends. I'm well aware of that. Doesn't mean we can have a nice conversation. Nice, polite. Deku actually isn't going to drag the knife across again, as Ibara should just flinch. Deku actually drawing blood. That he is curious. So I'm actually going to bring the knife into a closed, folded position. Going to turn and put it into his waistband. Right now he wants to know, what is the number one hero doing right now? Because he's curious. How is he spending his time after Deku is not going to bring his hands out as the person behind the camera is going to turn it. And right now, Deku, he does present another Nomu. And a lot of people, they're kind of shocked. And All Might, he does look at the live stream on his phone. Him actually somewhat getting a bit more angry, as whenever he does go to grab it a bit tighter, it does go to somewhat crack the screen. Him actually somewhat going to let go, as he does almost drop his phone. Him actually going to bring his hand up and hold on to the payphone that he was trying to keep balanced on his shoulder with his ear. He's actually going to be serious here. What is he after? Let the girl go and they can talk. Is that what he wants? He wants attention, isn't that right? You catch on fast. You see, number one, I'm curious. I want to know. Did you enjoy my gifts? You're psychotic. Yes, I am. And you tried to murder someone. Now, everybody's kind of confused. And they could just express, what was it now? 11 years ago? All Might tried to murder a man who, him actually going to bring his hand up and make something in his hand. As everybody just watched the creation quirk do its thing. Deku actually going to bring his hand up and crush a statue of All Might, hardening his hand. Failed a lot of people. Now, Deku is going to drop the remains of the statue. Him expressing that All Might, he never really did things correctly. He always did fuck up. I mean, Nana thought he was a failure. And look at him. Nana, she wanted to know. Did he mean to fail Tenko? Now, All Might's a bit confused. Who? Really? So you don't know Tenko Shimura? You know, her grandson? No. All Might's kinda confused. Deku, somewhat sighing, and gonna bring his hand up. Him going to pull back his sleeve, as he is going to create a picture that does come out. It's looking like a printer printing out on his arm. Now, Deku does express. He should recognize him. You know, from the USJ. His friend Snipe did shoot him. Now, All Might's kinda shocked. That villain is... No, her mentor's grandson. He can't be him. Now, right now, Tenko, he does get to somewhat walk out. Him expressing as he does have his own outfit on. Him actually having his hair groomed, cleaned, and tied back a bit. Now, right now he does get to step out with a moisturized face and chapstick on his lips. That he's actually curious to know why All Might never helped him. He is curious to know why, whenever he was a child, he was tormented by his family. Why being a hero never set right with his father. He wants to know from All Might, why is it that Nana, she failed to ask to help her family? Why he never kept his promise? Why he never tried to even reach out? Because he tried reaching out for a hero, and guess what? A villain came. A villain who was supposed to be the devil. The devil raised him. And guess what? He's not evil. He's just the one who's been fucked over. Now, right now, All Might, he's a bit angry. Him crushing his phone. He can't be her grandson. He's a villain. All for one. No. No. Now, All Might's somewhat silent. And Deku, he does somewhat hear her crying. Him going to bring his hand up to his ear, before going to pull back his sleeve and going to make something that would be basically something to allow him to increase the noise. Now, they're going to just hold up an instrument to his ear and listen a bit more. As he does express, he thinks that's it, folks. He made the #1 hero cry like a bitch, all in front of Japan. So, now that he's done that, all he's got to do is know from All Might. Why is he always late? Why can he never do things right? Why is he such a goddamn failure? Because he failed Nana, he failed Tenko, and he's fairly certain he's failed friends. He was a friend of Sir Night Eyes. Night Eye and him had a falling out a long time ago. Night Eye, he told All Might after his death match with All for One. He told All Might he would die within the next couple years. And let me just say, he's fairly certain this year is the lucky year, and he is glad that he's here to ring in the end of Hero Society. Now, there's someone going to lean into his phone, him asking the pro, what does he think about all that? Hello? Hello? Did we get it disconnected? Of course this happens. Okay. Now, do just turn back to the phone. And, okay, no. Hello? I'm still here. Oh. Well, good. So, what do you think of that? I think that you're a little monster. Please. I get enough of that from my own mother. Now, tell me, what do you think of all that? Because Deku turning back to Ibarra, expressing, his little guest here, she's going to be painted on the wall very soon, and he's certain nobody wants to see that. So, let's see, he's got 5 minutes on the timer. Now, Renegade is going to ask All Might, exactly what did he do that made him like this? I don't understand the question. Oh, you don't sound so good, Pro. Falling behind? That tends to happen to men with age. Sorry. Couldn't resist. So, what's wrong? You think I'm too much of a hero? Of course I do. You fucked up so bad. How else do you get to the top? Because last time I checked, either you take unnecessary risk, you do things that could damage your career, but benefit you in the long run. You do so much. However, you also don't get somewhere just by sitting on your ass. So, what did you do exactly? I don't know. See, that's the problem. You don't even know how to answer that question. Now tell me, All Might, tell me, Toshi, why do you think people are tired of heroes? I couldn't tell you, honestly. I'm too busy with just trying to help as much as I can. And just trying to make sure people they feel safe. Ooh, that seems like I've cracked his armor, folks. Sorry about that. He is getting a little too sappy. You little bitch. Now, right now Deku is gonna laugh, smirking, asking the hero if he thinks heroes they're oversaturated. If he doesn't think that people have had enough watching everything go hero this, hero that. Doesn't he think that people they just want something to be unique without something having a goddamn mask on it? Or some specialized signature move? Or some brand? It's tiring. People, they turned heroes into celebrities. Or did they turn celebrities into heroes? Take your pick. Because All Might, he seemed to be a bit of both. But now he doesn't know which one he is. I mean, sales boom. He's rich, boom. He's got money and power and influence. And what did it cost him? Everything. Friendships, romance, and even his own life in the end. Because all his legacy will be is a brand. Is that what he wants? Because if he remembers correctly, Being remembered as the man you were meant you were a person, not something you see every fucking week whenever you look at your phone and scroll past an ad. Now, Deku is expressed to All Might. That's the problem. People are turning into celebrities. They don't do this to be heroes. And then there are the people turned villain. They are given the short end of the shit stick. They are forced into a position some of them don't even want to be in. All because they're monsters. They're freaks. They are inhuman creatures. People hate them just because they look scary. And that's another problem. Because, well, it just encourages that evil. Now, All Might, yeah. Right now Deku is going to look at the timer, as it does hit 0, expressing to the pro. And, well, that's the end of the show. I'm going to bring up the gun, as right now he does go to pull the trigger. Now, right now the live stream is going to end, as the entertainment district, all their TVs go blank, and the broadcasts start to go back to normal. And right now there actually is All Might. All Might doesn't understand. where, 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 where did he go wrong? Now, All Might's mad. He's sad? No, 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 no. No. All Might, he's concerned. And Deku, right now, he wants to call back that number. See if the pro is going to pick up. Him going to dial it, as right now All Might, he does somewhat sit there. As the phone does start to ring, and he does go to look down. Now, All Might, he does go to bring his hand up and grab it, concerned about what's going to happen. As Deku, he does sit there on the other end, before he does get to hear it click. Hello, Toshi. What do you want from me? What do I want? From you? Nothing. Then why do this? Why do you know so much about me? Why do I know everything about you, Toshi? Why you saw Nana as a mother? Because your parents left you alone after you came home. You were alone and you had no one. How do you know any of this? You still haven't figured it out. I'm so fucking surprised I can get so far with this. Honestly, Mr. Yagi, I'm concerned. But then again, you probably should be a bit more concerned about Mirio. Now, All Might, he's a bit more surprised. How? What? No, he, All for One, told him this information. Hello? You can't hurt him. Really? And why do you say that? Because he's untouchable. I have plans. Of course, you won't be involved in them. I'll level with you, Toshi. You're starting to bore me. I'm just wondering how many people will I put on this pile? I want to know where I should start the center. Maybe at least do something good. Decorate. Now tell me, Toshi, how many more people will you fail? I won't fail anyone. You say that, but you're already feeling somebody right now. Right now, a young boy is suffering because of the loss of his mother. He watched his mother kill herself, off herself, as bad as it does sound, right in front of him. She attempted to murder his father, the manipulative and piece of shit garbage he was. he already let one of their sons practically die. Right now, he's a villain seeking revenge. And right now, there is the other children. They still resent their father, but they try to hide it. They wish for a happy little family, but they can't do that. Now, does All Might get the message? Hmm? You're going after him. Yes, or have I already gone after him? You know, he's at a low point, All Might. He needed some help, guidance for a hard time. He lost a mother he loved, but a mother who still hurt him and scarred his goddamn face. Now, All Might does ask a question. What happened to him to turn him into this? Nothing. I just want to be bad. Do you? Because I'm curious. Do you just like the attention? Well, I wouldn't say that. It's fun to be looked at, but I like to more fly under the radar. You know, navigate the waters slowly. So what then? So what? What? I don't understand. There's nothing to understand. I just told you. I want to do this. Now, All Might's actually taken aback. He's. What did All for One offer you? Me? A chance, honestly. You know, I never really had the proper outlet for this. I would always hunt bugs. I thought it was fun. The roaches, they just squish right if you get them a little good. But especially if you use your thumb, you can get them for longer. I always liked watching it though. Push down on one half, watch them try and get away. It was fun. Even sometimes the spiders. They weave their own little web, and they just wait. And that's what I've done. I've weaved my web, and you've already walked into it. Now, All Might, let me ask you, do you believe in faith? Now, All Might's confused, and right now somebody, they do walk around a corner. As right now, All Might, he's still talking to Renegade, as he does get someone look up and see a man. Right now the man, he's wearing a jacket, and right now the man, he's walking directly towards him. Now, All Might right now, he doesn't stare at the man, as the man is going to bring his right hand up, and right now All Might, he does see something in this guy's fist. Now, All Might does get on guard, him on high alert, as right now, the man, he does get actually step forwards again. All Might going to turn to him, bring his hand up and over the phone, and yelling at him to stay away from him right now. Because he's talking to a psycho. And he will deal with him in a second. Because right now, if he does have to deal with him, he's not too sure he'll make it to the ER. Now, the man is still walk towards All Might. His face looks distressing. And right now the man, he does get a walk directly out to the booth. As All Might, he does get actually someone step out of it, and the man, he does get actually bring his hand up. Him going to toss at All Might the dead man switch. Now, All Might actually is going to back away. As right now, he does watch the man go to explode. Now, All Might's surprised. I mean, what the fuck? Now, All Might does look at his hands. They have blood on them. No. All Might, he doesn't know what to do. Right now, he just needs to calm down. No. All Might, he does decide to cut patrol short for the day. And there actually is our Deku. He does just turn and close the phone. Him going to toss on the ground as he does go to cock the hammer, going to fire, and go to blow a hole in the phone. Him turning back to Ibarra as he does go stare at her and express. Wasn't that fun? Now, Ibarra actually just going to turn to look at Deku, expressing, bring her hand up to her face. It was interesting, she will say that, but, I mean, were the bruises necessary? Sorry, I had to make it look a little authentic. At least the ones that weren't, you know, right? Besides, they'd expect me to do something like that. Sorry. Now, Ibarra is concerned. I mean, she she knows that they have to cause chaos. She can understand that. She she can understand a lot about that because it feels like a rush. I mean, she's never thought about it before, but some of the things she's always wanted to do, she could do now. And honestly, it makes her feel a bit more giddy. Now, Ibarra does think about it. It sounds so silly, but it's always what she wanted to do before. Steal a candy bar. Now, Ibarra, she doesn't want to think about that. And Deku, he actually does want to turn and look at Ibarra. Him, actually a bit more surprised. Of every single thing she could think of to do as the first bad act, it's to steal a stupid little candy bar? I mean, he can make this interesting. He definitely can. He can make this a robbery. Ooh, a robbery gone wrong. Perfect. Okay, he's got this. No. Shopping local is good, but he needs the people's support. So, this won't happen all that badly. Now, right now, Deku, he currently does take Ibarra to a store. And Ibarra, she's kind of shocked by what's going to be happening here. And Deku is trying to tell her. Him going to hand her a pistol to make it interesting. Have some fun. Maybe use her quirk. I mean, people will say Renegade made her do it. That he held her family hostage. He made her do all those bad little things. She didn't want to. I mean, she's the innocent one in all this. Now, they're going to tell her. She has a rare opportunity right now. She's been good all her life. But she does need to remember. Good cannot exist without evil. Deku is expressed to Ibarra. Good is subjective. Evil is also subjective. Right now, they balance each other out in chaos. Because chaos is the only true order of anything. Something bad happens to you. Let's say your car gets a flat tire. But later you find out if you got in your car and drove away, you would have been involved in a very, very bad accident. It could have killed you, or it could have left you worse off than you were before. So, that is how that balances it out. Something would have happened worse, but there was a little worse. Now, All Might, he has no clue what the hell he's talking about. Honestly, it sounds like he's just raving and. No, wait. Now, All Might is look around. Him trying to piece it together. This guy's stalling again. People know where he is. Shit. Now, All Might, he actually is going to do something he doesn't want to do. This might be the only time he has Renegade on the phone. And he does want to ask a question. Who are you? Sorry, Pro. Not getting the answer to that one. At least, Not whenever you're this stupid. No. Deku does hang up. And right now, Deku, he does get a turn back to Ibara, telling her, well, that was fun, wasn't it? No. Just gonna smile. And right now, they do get to head to that store. And with that being said, let's actually talk back to somebody else. Right now, someone they are concerned. They are trying to find Renegade. They are trying to do what they can. But they're limited. They're limited. They don't have enough supplies. Now, right now, the person's going to look at somebody else, expressing to them. They'll get what they need. They just need time. They also may need to steal a bit of things. I mean, what is it? He needs to rebuild his gauntlets. He needs to go to UA. He needs to go to UA and get his gauntlets. Now, right now, Bakugo is going to bend down, expressing to himself. They'll get the gauntlets, buddy. Okay, just calm down. Now, somebody else is going to at least talk, expressing. Is the guy really ranting on again? Seriously, it's so annoying in here. The guy just needs to shut up. Dude, you need to remember. This is where somebody else is going to butt in. They're trying to do their best. Besides, I mean, can they really blame him? All of them are trying to figure this shit out. Besides, shit is wonky right now. No one will believe a word they say. No one will believe it. No one will understand anything they try and talk about. If they turn themselves in and try to beg them to look into this more, they're not going to believe them. After everything Izuku's done, they will look like the bad guy. Because getting out of that place, it took a little bit of evil, and they're trying to find him, and if he confesses to that, it's gonna look worse. Now, Bakugo, he does not sit there. Him taking a breath as he was trying to stand up. Him gonna look around. As right now he does gonna look directly at a wall and see somebody standing there. As Deku, he does gonna somewhat look directly at Bakugo. His head going to somewhat extend upwards and into the air, as it does going to somewhat crack and twist. Now, Bakugo, he stares at it, as he's afraid to blink. And right now he does so, I'm going to turn and see it, as it does look just like Deku. It's going to walk towards him. As Bakugo, he stands there somewhat weak in the knees. He's, well, scared. But it's not real. It's not real. Now, Bakugo, he tries to focus. He needs to remember, it's not real. He's just crazy, as bad as it sounds. Step one, step one, step one, step one, step one. Okay, step one. Okay. Okay. Step one. He needs to calm down. He needs to gather his thoughts and just remember it looking directly at Bakugo as it stands right in front of him. Its eyes going to flash red as Bakugo, he does so just sit still. And right now the thing, it does go step directly into Bakugo's face again. And right now Bakugo, he does go step forwards towards it. As it does go to vanish and he does blink. Now, Bakugo turns and tries to look around. Okay. Yeah, no. He's crazy. Yeah, okay. He got to admit that. Now, Bakugo's someone that's going to turn back, grabbing his hat that does have tinfoil on the inside of it. And right now he will go to put on a mask, as he needs to try and at least find Deku. As bad as it sounds, he needs a gun, and he knows one surefire way to get one. Now, Rhino Balko, he does have a plan. It might put him on the hero's radar if they see his face. But he's a vigilante now, right? So this is gonna suck so bad. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.